Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know, it's crazy. This weather, it's actually chilly out here tonight after being hot as hell. Things change so quickly. And it's funny because I'm hearing the frogs. For a while, it had been really, really dry this summer, and I didn't hear any frogs. I was like, what happened to the frogs? Is it global warming or something like that? The frogs have all disappeared. But the last couple of weeks, it's been so much rain and flash flooding. I think a woman drowned yesterday in a flash flood incident in Arlington and things. And so it's been crazy. And now the frogs are out, croaking like crazy. Things have a way of changing so fast. And just got finished doing a live stream and talking to my buddy Law Nation, and he's going to be heading out to training camp for the first week of training camp. And I wish I could join him this year like we did last year. We had a great time at Red Robin last year, every time after practice. But I just got so much going on this year to be able to go. But it looks like I'm going to the Hall of Fame to see DeMarcus Ware and Chuck Howley's inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Two more Cowboy players going into the Hall of Fame. Eagles, you got anybody going in? Here's the thing that is so crazy to me. And I'm sitting here. It's been this offseason has been great if you're the Dallas Cowboys. I think that this is the polar opposite of last year's offseason. When I was doing my live stream, people are sitting there, Dak sucks, the Cowboys, they should have gone farther in the playoffs and stuff. And I'm kind of like, in my mind, the Cowboys overachieved last year from where we were. And I played a clip from 105 The Fan that went through and talked about all of the things that went wrong. From Jerry Jones' paternity suit to our PR guy that had the, good old voyeurism where they found out we had to pay millions of dollars to the cheerleaders, to trading Amari Cooper for a 5th-round draft pick, letting Cedric Wilson go, having Randy Gregory basically give us the finger on re-signing him, cutting Lyle Collins, letting Connor Williams go. You looked at this team, and the big free agent signing was Anthony Barr during training camp coming off of an ACL. You did not look at that team this time last year. I know I was looking at it and saying, man, this is going to be rough. And then when Tyron Smith ended up in practice having his hamstring ripped off the bone, and then Dak Prescott breaking his thumb, there's no way in the world, starting a week 2 of the season, you looked at that and said, this is a team that should be going to the Super Bowl. Now, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. We started the season with CeeDee Lamb as the only receiver on the roster who had caught a touchdown pass. And somehow, having gone from that, by the end of the season, not being satisfied that we actually competed, because most teams lose their starting quarterback, go to shit, especially with a broken thumb. A broken thumb. The quarterback came back with a broken thumb. Instead of saying, wow, we had back-to-back 12-5 winning seasons, back-to-back playoff wins. We have people that are looking at it and saying, well, you need to get rid of the quarterback. He sucks. The team sucks. Fired the coach. Are you serious? And you finally have a team that seems like Jerry Jones is not out there to try and make the splashes. Have you noticed how quiet Jerry Jones has been this offseason? That instead of us talking about contracts and paying guys, that they're working behind the scenes to get these things done, as opposed to trashing the player for wanting to get paid like everybody else. The fact that Stephen Jones has gone through and said, maybe we'll wake up one morning and we'll find out that Dak Prescott's contract is done, as opposed to he's got to understand he's got to leave money on the table for other guys. That instead of saying we're good enough and we believe in our own guys, that they said we need help in the secondary. We're going to go out and get Stephon Gilmore, who has been Defensive Player of the Year. We ended up saying, maybe we were wrong last year to get rid of Amari Cooper. Let's get a really good receiver to go with CeeDee Lamb. They have gone through and quietly, methodically, instead of people saying Cowboys have filled in their holes, that defensive line stopping the run has been a problem. So we re-sign Hankins, who was a free agent, and we go out, we draft a great defensive lineman that hopefully will fulfill his potential. Instead of saying the Cowboys actually have great players that are young that'll get more of an opportunity, like Sam Williams in a limited basis, who had 4 sacks last year, who is big, strong, and fast, and got a little bit of an edge on him. Instead of saying, we were blessed last year to get a guy like Damone Clark late in the draft, who we all thought was going to be redshirted, but had 48 tackles last year quietly, that he is going to be the assassin in the middle. And that now we've got a half ton of fun. And if you hear my man Law Nation talking about it, because he's like, I'm about to steal that one, because I was saying, we got a half ton of fun, which we do on a defensive line now. We ain't had that kind of size, that kind of ability between Quentin Bohannon, between Mozzie Smith, between Hankins. We got some big guys, and Neville Gallimore. We got big guys in the middle, and we got guys that can rush the passer and get to the quarterback. We've got linebackers now that aren't playing on one leg. We've got a secondary. We've got 2 good cornerbacks out there and 3 good safeties. But all they want to talk about is Dak Prescott's interceptions. And the Cowboys haven't been to an NFC Championship game in all these years. But you know what? I get sick and tired of the Cowboys constantly being bashed when others just get a pass. I feel good about this team. Let the trolls out there talk. Let the ones out here, the Dallas Cowboys slept rock, woe is me, the Cowboys are so bad. Y'all go ahead and do you. I am going to enjoy the season, and I'm going to bet that this team is going to be a hell of a lot better than what these talking heads are saying. When I see guys like Justin Fields ranked in a tier higher than Daniel Jones than Dak Prescott, you know it's nothing but a narrative to get people talking, because there ain't shit going on. It's just crazy. But hey, that's the way it is when you are a Dallas Cowboys YouTuber and a Dallas Cowboy fan. They're going to constantly trash you and tell you that your team is doing things that nobody else is doing. You would think that Dak Prescott invented interceptions. They're going to come up with crazy statistics like air yards for defensive back. I'm kind of like, what? Shit's just crazy. Anyway, I appreciate all of you great people who support the channel and have become family to me. And hope that you're having a great summer and enjoy it, because the season's coming fast. It's already the 10th of July. We are 16 days away from training camp opening up. Before you know it, school will be open, team will be practicing, and the summer will be gone. And I'm okay with that. Remember, tell the people you love them, because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. And God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.